I just want to talk a little bit about my tooth, my tooth issues. All right, because I think it's like stable. So my teeth are, um, the gums are swelling both on the bottom and the top. I got some kind of infection on the top as well. So I feel that, and I'm picking at it using a metal pick. This metal pick that Andrew got me, and it's been very useful. I've really enjoyed making use of it. It's an improvement over the sewing needle that I've been using. I can really get in there with that curvature. Just pick in there and remove whatever. Sometimes I'll catch something and then I'll have a rotten food smell after catching it. Not all the time. Sometimes I gotta pick early and often. I try to pick after meals as much as I can. But yeah, the swelling is up and down. I'm pushing it a little bit more and more. I pushed on it. Like I could actually feel it feels like there's movement when I push on the lower part because there's a gap that yep, I'm closing up. I just felt it there. And in the past, like a month ago, when I do that, it really swell up a lot. But it's not swelling up as much. I don't know if it's, I mean, the AI says it's not a good idea to push on it, but the swelling response is reduced for some reason. But it was pretty insane early on. It swelled up to my lip, the whole side, swelled up so much in the cheek that I was getting teeth imprints. So it was getting out of hand for a little bit. But uh, I mean, I just all I could do is monitor it. I'm not getting any pain, and in jail I was getting tons of pain, biting on things. I'll chew on it. I can chew on hard things. Let's see, is there? I don't want to just stick anything in my mouth. But I stuck my finger in my mouth and was pushing on the gums, the gum line. Sometimes, every so often, a bump will form. I push on it. I try to scratch that bump off, and I wait for the big swelling to come back. And it's not really coming back at all. There's something that's suppressing the swelling at this point. But I'll say the upper roof, I've been neglecting that, and that's kind of swelling because I put my tongue on this side, compare to this side, and I can feel a bit of a swelling going on. So there's some kind of problem on the upper part as well. But this is just a monitoring situation. It was getting out of hand. I was getting scared. Well, it was getting, let's say, I mean, if I step back to 2014, I did not think that there would be any problems anyway, and no problems developed after I broke the tooth the first time. When I went to jail in Williston, North Dakota in 2020, they asked me if I had any health problems, and I said, yeah, there's a cracked tooth, food gets stuck in there, and food was getting stuck in there, and I couldn't get it out, and it was driving me crazy. Um, but that was a 4 day stay at their jail, so it was short enough where it didn't reach the point of infection. If I would have been stuck longer in the Williston jail, things would have gotten out of hand. But it only took a month and Natchitoches jail for things to get out of hand, in 2025. And I had it all under control for the longest time. It was just, every so often I'd get food stuck in there. I'd feel the irritation, and I could just grab something to knock it out, to knock the food out. Seeds and peanuts and all kinds of food stuff would get stuck in the teeth and feel a little irritating, but I always had something to take care of it. And then that stopped in jail. And they told me there's no dentist. And if they did have a dentist, all they would do is pull my teeth anyway. And that's what the nurses tell you. That's a nurse for you. I mean, that's a typical nurse. They don't make you feel any better about your stay in the healthcare. They don't. The nurses don't put any confidence. They don't give me any confidence. I mean, I hear about nurses stealing from the infirm, from my grandma. They come to her house to take care of her, and then steal from her. That's what my mom said. Stole a jar of money. I mean, what is she gonna do? Stop them? She's not in any condition to take care of herself. So that's what nurses do. They're just opportunists. They're scroungers and they're liars. They're nothing to trust. I trust an acupuncturist or a chiropractor before anybody in Western medicine. Unless if I break an arm, I don't see any other reason to trust what they're doing. So, yeah, and dentists too. Dentists are a little untrustworthy as well. It's part of the reason why I got this crown in the first place, was because of a dentist just insisting that I get it. And my mom, my obese mom, insisted we eat all kinds of sugary products, ruining our teeth early on in life, getting chubby. Following her lifestyle, that was not good. And that's why I wonder if I have problems with my stomach pain, if the pain could be from the pancreas failing from those early years of consuming large amounts of refined sugar and all that. Yeah, this whole time I've been holding the magnets, pushing. I mean, I kind of want to challenge this feeling, because I push on it and it feels like the tooth is moving back and forth. And a month ago when I did that, it would swell up a lot and I would feel bad about that. But now I'm like, okay, round 3, round 4, let's do it again. I'll push on it again. Once the swelling comes down, I'll go back to pushing on it some more. Okay? On this dead tooth, I guess. Since if I'm not feeling pain, it's dead, apparently. Which I find hard to believe. It's like, oh, okay, magnets killed the nerve, right? I doubt that. So, I'm challenging it. I challenge my mouth. And I push on it. And yeah, there's a little bit extra swelling. I can feel it. There's a difference between the left side and the right side. And I describe it as like feeling like there's a worm in there, and I'm trying to like move that worm up so I can bite on it. It's that kind of swelling. It's like like I got a foreign object in my mouth that I just can't move at all, because it snakes to the back of the jaw a little bit. Yeah, I feel it. It's very concentrated. The most swelling is at the broken tooth, and then it goes back a little bit. It's not forward, not down, not into the cheek, not into the lip, and not and a little, maybe a little bit on the inside. That's a permanent swelling that came out in jail, and it's just been that way ever since. So it's a situation where I'm challenging it and monitoring it. Like, I mean, I got to think about, what if I got punched in this tooth abscess? Somebody comes up and just sucker punches me. It's not only going to cause a brain injury, but it could release something in the abscess that to get out of hand. So I'm set up uh, to really have a crash with the things like getting worse at my age. But my bigger concern is my shoulder. I'm getting all kinds of shoulder pains. Um, I just made sure to put magnets. I just changed out my shirt and I put my magnet over my stomach. Maybe I could show that a little bit. I got a magnet attached right here, so attached to the clothes, and I in the morning time I wake up with a little bit of, I don't know, a stomach burning feeling. It's very uncomfortable. A burn in the stomach, a sickness that kind of gets a little worse from movement too. Like that's irritation that I gotta figure out. I gotta get better control of, because that's just like that takes up part of my mornings, dealing with the stomach sickness. That's annoying. So I wanna, and I don't think it's related too much to my tooth abscess. I think that maybe this is something that was developing before jail and then got worse in jail, because the things they made me eat to settle my stomach down were just probably cancerous. Bologna sandwiches, cookies every day. How far south am I? Yeah, I'm in Newport, Oregon. So I'm out of the. I'm in a good spot with the weather and all that. So I'm taking care of things. Where are you? Oh yeah, you're in Vancouver. That's right. I know you offered coffee, and I saw that, and I was just you get up and at it too early on cold days. I don't know why, but I gotta I want to let my car give my car some time. Oh yeah, yeah. I don't know why people get metal detectors. There's metal detectors sold in the stores, and it's like there's a lot of metal in the sand, so I think they're going to be finding a lot of metal shavings in that sand more than actual valuable things of value. Because I threw a magnet in the sand once, and yeah, that was a surprise to find all the metal shavings in there. But yeah, I'm monitoring this tooth situation, and I just I want to push it. All right, by pushing on it, but I actually it doesn't seem to really matter. I don't know how else I could try to push it. I'm pushing on it. I pushed on it today, and it's not breaking out in a massive swelling like before. And I want to operate in a way that's normal behavior for me anyway. Eat normal, interact with my face normally. I don't every day. I don't just walk around pushing on my face. Okay, that's not a part of my daily routine anyway. So it's something I do every so often. But I can kind of forget about this tooth abscess, especially if when the swelling doesn't get out of hand. There's a slight swelling, but I forget about it sometimes. It doesn't make me as depressed. It doesn't swell as bad. What changed? Okay, I didn't take any anti-inflammatories. I didn't take any antibiotics. Just regular food eating. My type of food eating. Okay, yogurts, garlic powder, uh, just my regular food eating. I don't really eat a lot of over processed foods. I cook my own food, but people are like, "Oh, take antibiotics." No, I don't think so. I know that's a bad idea. I take natural antibiotics, I guess, and probiotics. What about probiotics? Okay, nobody talks about that. Get the salt water rinses. I didn't do a single salt water rinse. I don't even I don't know I don't brush my teeth. I don't I only pick my teeth, okay? I don't care about the color of I think it's just, yellow, brown. I think it's just something that could be whitened. I could whiten my teeth if I wanted to, but it doesn't matter to me. I clean between the teeth, and brushes don't reach between the teeth. So, yeah, I deal with a little bit of a gunky feeling on the teeth. I'll scratch that off every so often. Maybe eat something that'll kind of naturally brush the teeth a little bit. But if I had regular American diets with all the sugar extracts involved, then yeah, my tooth problems would get out of hand. But I think eating good, using magnet therapy. Okay, have a good one, Jack. Using magnet therapy. Use magnet therapy to improve conditions in various ways. You balance things out. If I had these in jail and but didn't have picks, I wonder well how things would have turned out. If I just only had if I could have snuck in magnets, all right, we're allowed to bring in our own shoes. That's the thing. I need to be like hiding magnets in my shoes for those jails that allow us to bring in our own shoes. Louisiana's the only one. But yeah, it's there's I could get an extra time in jail for contraband that's related to tooth you know maintenance, maintaining clean teeth. You could get in trouble for that because they're metal objects. And there's really I don't know of any good plastic objects that'll do a good job cleaning teeth. Metal is the best to me. Wood is no good. Plastic's no good. I don't know why people get into brushing their teeth with plastic brushes. I don't get enthused about it. This one dental assistant said that all you need is a little bead of the toothpaste on the toothbrush anyway, so it's more about the brushing action. But brushing with plastic brush, I mean, some of that gives way. Some of it gives, and yet you may end up consuming some of that plastic. I'm not so enthused about that. I don't think pioneers really brushed their teeth a whole lot, and they may not have gotten abscesses as much. They may have. Apparently, it's possible that a lot of pioneers died off from abscesses because people are saying that's a root cause of cancer. Well, I can say there's a good chance I probably got an abscess, but and of course, like people say, it can linger. It won't always. It will never go away. It'll linger. Well, let's test that out. All right, with my approach, instead of um, instead of relying on the common dental theories. Look at the leaps and bounds that science is making with the progress for dental care. Okay, there's reports from the South Koreans that the pulp of the tooth is full of those those stem cells that got a regenerative property to them. So why would I want to pull tooth if my teeth got stem cells? I had my wisdom teeth pulled a long time ago, and apparently there's scientists who want to take advantage of all the people who have their wisdom teeth taken. They're going to collect wisdom teeth for the stem cells. Okay, and that could go for any of your teeth, really. All of your teeth, 32 teeth. Instead of me paying $500 each tooth, maybe I can wait for this new discovery in South Korea to regenerate the tooth instead, regenerate enamel or something. They said that there's talk about that it's going to come out this year to have something to regenerate the teeth. As long as it's not a needle and not too painful, I'll consider it. Maybe I can get something to regenerate and take care of that infection. I just don't understand how the body can't fight an infection in the mouth. Okay, why can't my body take care of it? All right, I think maybe people who do the tooth pulling are a little hasty in their decisions. Sometimes you got to give health a little time, right? Like you go for a walk, do a little exercise to improve your condition rather than electing surgery. All right, give it a little time, do a little exercise, eat right. I don't think prayer is going to help, but prayer does help pass the time and keep you in good spirits, so I wouldn't discourage it. But if you can keep in good spirits without having to pray, that's an option. So yeah, I'm monitoring this tooth. It's not been painful at all, and I've been testing pushing it. It feels like, maybe when I was in jail, if I had pushed it in the past, pushed a simple push on it, it would hurt. Biting on it would hurt, but that's not the case anymore. And I don't believe the tooth has died. All right. Magnets. Magnets are the primary thing. And I got aluminum foil around these magnets. I was just playing with aluminum foil. I don't really like it. I want to cover the magnets with something, but yeah, I tried aluminum foil. It just breaks up too easy. But do you use the eddy effect? See, I like to wipe the magnet against the surface because it causes an eddy effect. It's a movement pattern that also has its own effect. But I mean, keeping it static in one spot, it's not easy. It's not a comfortable position to sit here holding the magnets to my mouth. But circulation is going through. The blood is circulating through there. So when the blood circulates, then it's being affected by the magnets. But I could also wipe the magnets against the surface and cause an eddy effect. Hey Joe, you know about the eddy effect and how the eddy effect can affect your health? Magnets make water wetter, make blood bloodier, and I got to look for actually in this vehicle. I want to look for the where the fuel line is. I got to ask the AI where the fuel line is, because I'd like to put magnets there. Magnets should make the gas gassier. Maybe improve my fuel economy. At least take away some of the pain that this vehicle is feeling after all the years it's been driven. Takes away certain pains. Takes away the electrical pains. All right, control the electronics. But yeah, I'm focused on this mouth and trying to just see it. It's like, yeah, I bite on it. I don't know. I don't know what to think. It feels like a regular tooth in a lot of ways. As damaged as it is, it's broken twice now. One tooth is I've broken the front tooth once. All the other teeth are fine, and I've broken the molar twice now. Once on popcorn, and another time on corn chips in jail. And that could have been prevented. The tooth really felt like it was about to break a lot of times, even before jail. But I mean, I was on top of it, because I believe that potatoes and green beans are the greatest source for preventing teeth pains. See, Joe has had a broken tooth for 30 years. Okay, cool. All right. So you know about this stuff. I mean, it's yeah. I mean, no, it got huge. Have you ever had swelling in your gum line as a result of that? Because yeah, I never got swelling from my broken tooth, but when food got stuck in there while I was in jail and I couldn't do anything about it, yeah, so you were able to clean out your broken tooth when things got stuck in there. And I was too until I got thrown in jail. If you ever get thrown in jail, they don't do anything for you, and then things get bad. There's a lot of problems that just get that be develop um, because of the circumstances of jail. It's not a rehabilitation. It's an institutionalization. It's something that just it's they take everything away from you, and then you know you, if your body's not functioning properly, it'll get worse over time. Yeah, don't even bother talking to the dentist in the first place. Don't waste your time. I don't. If I have a dental question, I'll just go to AI. Uh, yeah, jail. It got out of hand. It didn't take a month. It didn't even take a week for my. It well, it took about 2 weeks for the irritation to get bad with the food getting stuck in my teeth, my broken tooth. It only took it only took about 2 weeks, and the irritation was getting out of hand. I bet Kansas probably had a dentist. See, that's another reason why you challenge extradition to Louisiana. It's because there's Kansas probably had a dentist. All right, they had everything else. And for a small jail, they would go out of their way to find. They were going to give me a lawyer, but I waived extradition, and that was stupid. And what you know, when you go to Louisiana, you pretty much you better be going there perfectly healthy, okay? Because your symptoms will get out of hand under their conditions. You don't leave Louisiana. You leave Louisiana less healthy than you do going in. Oh, somebody hates to tell me something. You need to get a professional to take care of this serious medical. It doesn't feel serious. Fire. Yeah, it swells every so often. It doesn't really feel that serious. It felt serious for a little bit. Kind of like getting a flu, and then yeah, it's settled down. Let's see, Joe says, but they tried to say I have 5 cavities. It just went with the cleaning. I had great insurance. Oh, I don't have any insurance. Yeah, later. Yeah, the cavities, you know, all you got to do, if you get pain with your teeth, all you got to do is apply magnets to the pain for the immediate relief, and then eat more potatoes and green beans. It's simple. I mean, it makes sense to me. I've been doing this for years and years. I haven't seen a dentist since, well, okay, I haven't seen a dentist since 2 months ago. But before that, all right, I was considering having my teeth pulled, or that tooth pulled. But since 1999, when I exited the military, I didn't see a dentist, and that was just to just do a checkup. That was just for them to tell me that I had cavities. I was told I had cavities, and I'm not. You know, I didn't do anything of that. Eat potatoes, yeah. So you're doing a great, a great thing for your teeth with potatoes. Because there's something. It's also in when I make grass teas too. There's something in potatoes, green beans, or grass tea that seem to strengthen my teeth. Strengthen them in a way that takes away any pain. Because if I don't eat enough of them three, any of them three, I'll start getting a pain in the upper left hand cavity area and a molar. Food gets stuck in there. I have to suck it out every so often, and pain would develop if I'm nutritionally deficient. But when I can handle it with simple eating the right things, I'm on top of it. Go without potatoes. Try it. Try going without potatoes, green beans, or grass tea. Go without those three things. Those are like the essentials. You go without any of those three for a few months, and you'll probably find a difference in the pattern of tooth pain. It's really something. I wouldn't attribute it to good genes. Good genes only get you so far. That's just like the starter package. You have to also practice good health habits as well with those good genes. You could have bad genes and have good health habits and probably live and thrive more than somebody who's got good genes and bad health habits. So there's a continuation factor to consider. You don't just live with good genes and eat whatever you and eat candies and cakes and McDonald's every day and expect to carry on with good health. Good genes does not mean good health. Um, okay, your dentist is a differently trained from a doctor, differently trained from a lot of things. So what have Doctor Westinghouse? He was a dentist. I think that's his name. Oh, I don't think I can look it up on this. Yeah, I don't have Wi-Fi. You ever look up? Let me hit see if I can get on the internet a second here. I think his name was Doctor Westinghouse, right? He went out to all those African tribes. Let me see here. Doctor Westinghouse. I just gotta see if I can attract some Wi-Fi here. This tablet's got worse Wi-Fi. Let's see. Nope. No, it doesn't want to connect. I'm sure if I rolled the window down, I could connect. I want to hold it out the window a little bit. Maybe also try to look. There it is. Yep. Okay, let me I'll ask. Okay, when I get connected, we'll ask. Okay, I am connected, so we'll just go right to here. I might have to turn up the volume. Let me do that. Okay, turning up the volume. All right. All right, I'm just gonna have a call. Hello, are you there? Can you hear me? Hello?
Hey there, how's it going? What can I do for you today?
Okay, tell me about Dr. Westinghouse. Is that the right? Tell me if that's the right name. A dentist who went around to different tribes and studied their teeth.
Yes, you're likely referring to Dr. Weston A. Price. He was a dentist known for his studies in the early 20th century, and he traveled around the world examining the dental health and diets of various indigenous tribes. His research highlighted the differences in dental health and overall well being based on traditional diets versus modern processed foods. If you'd like more details, just let me know.
All right. Did he ever talk about tooth abscesses?
Yes, absolutely. Dr. Price did discuss tooth abscesses in his research. He noticed that indigenous populations who ate traditional, unprocessed diets typically had fewer dental issues, including abscesses. In contrast, he observed that people consuming modern processed foods tended to suffer more from tooth decay and abscesses. He linked these conditions to nutritional deficiencies and the impact of diet on oral health.
Yeah, I don't know about having, let's see, coffee. Would coffee improve your teeth health?
It's an interesting question. Coffee itself can sometimes stain teeth, and it can also be acidic, which may contribute to enamel erosion over time. However, some studies suggest that coffee contains antioxidants, which can be beneficial for overall health. In terms of dental health, it's more about balance. Good oral hygiene, like brushing and flossing, and moderate coffee consumption generally helps keep
Okay.
teeth healthy.
So, all right, Dr. Westinghouse, what was his conclusions? Which tribe, what was the healthiest tribe that he come across?
Dr. Weston Price's research took him to many different tribes around the world, and one of the most frequently mentioned groups were the Swiss, particularly the isolated Swiss villagers in the Alps. He found that they had excellent dental health and overall physical well being, largely due to their traditional diet, rich in local nutrient dense foods. He also studied tribes in Africa, like the Maasai, and also groups in the South Pacific, such as the Polynesians. Each of these groups had unique diets that contributed to their dental health, and Dr. Price concluded that traditional whole food diets were key to preventing dental issues.
What foods were involved with those whole food diets? Were any foods, any specific foods mentioned?
Absolutely. Dr. Price observed that traditional diets often included a lot of unprocessed, nutrient dense foods. For example, in the Swiss villages, he noted that they consumed raw dairy products like butter and cheese, and also whole grains, nuts, and fresh vegetables. In places like the Maasai tribe in Africa, their diet was rich in animal products, including milk, meat, and blood, which provided a lot of nutrients. In the South Pacific, like among the Polynesians, their diet included plenty of seafood, root vegetables, and coconut products. Overall, it was the whole unrefined nature of the foods that really contributed to their dental and general health.
No coffee?
Exactly. Coffee wasn't really a staple in those traditional diets that Dr. Price studied. It's definitely more of a modern addition to diets, and it wasn't part of the.
All right, I'm stopping it. All right. Yeah, I don't know about that coffee suggestion. That's a little out there. So, Dr. Weston Price studied these people a long time ago. He got out and traveled. He wanted to explore the world and also practice dental research, I guess, on his own. Who is going to fund his type of activity when if it shows that traditional diets are are the better lifestyle to have because there's no corporation, there's no junk food manufacturer out there who could stand behind Weston Price's research. They want to these food manufacturers want to promote their products and make money. So there's no money to be made in these types of studies. So of course they're going to call him maybe a quack or something. Let's see. I've never had an issue with my teeth. I can open bottles with 10 cups. That's a lot of coffee. Yeah, I skipped out on coffee today. I had green tea that I put in my milk. I put 5 bags of green tea in about a half gallon of my milk jug and let it all soak. And that's maybe why I'm a little awake right now because I had a little bit of that. I can't have green tea by itself. Uh, so all right, yeah, I'm just monitoring my teeth. I'm 50, and I got those age problems. I'm working with 25% less collagen. I have no clue on how to build collagen. You just naturally run out of collagen, and at some point, our tolerances for low levels of collagen are different. Some people need a high amount of collagen to thrive, and some people can take collagen down to the minimal levels before they finally croak. But there's no way a person can live completely without collagen, and it doesn't stop reducing as we age. So let's see. Somebody's drinking green tea. Why can't you drink green tea? I drink green tea. I don't know who said they don't. Let's see. Yeah, steak sounds good. I like to add. I like to make toast with olive oil, and then put some cheese. Oh, I need to get cheese. I need cheese and orange juice. Should I get that tonight? All right, yeah, I think I'm gonna do a little grocery shopping. So I'm gonna stop this. This is just a health thing, so whatever.